Sick.
Rolling, speeding.
My name is Xena Badillo. It is May 11th, and I'm 24, but I'm turning 25 this year. I have 1,671. It's a picture of me on Halloween dressed as Snow White, and it has 444 likes on it. Well, when I first heard the name, like when I first saw like the question, I tried to think about what are wolves? I was like, what's a wolf? What is it? You know, I really like dived deep, and then Google didn't really give me much, and so I really just thought about what I knew about wolves in general, and it made so much sense, like just my basic knowledge of wolves. It made total sense why you guys are called this. I feel like wolves are just loyal, they're in a pack, and I think just based on my relationship with the guys so far and what they're trying to create with this group of people is just a group of loyal people to each other that want to uplift each other, that help. When you think of wolves, like a wolf pack, like there's one person, you're not going to let one person get left behind, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's a group that's encouraging of each other, that wants to uplift each other and really see every single person win and do well. Oh my God, just school. I don't have any like memories specifically with you guys as a unit, but when I think of like my favorite memories, it's just us being idiot teenagers at school and acting for the first time, acting with each other, watching each other's work. A strong emphasis on the word idiot, because that's when like the best work comes out, when you're just like blah, you know, you're feeling good, you're with your friends, and that's how I remember these guys the most in this group of people. I got my first line on a TV show for FBI Most Wanted, and that was the first time I wasn't an extra, so I kept acting like an extra. Like I was hanging out with the extras, and they were like, Xena, like you have like a seat in the back. And I was like, what? Like there's people like saying like you don't have to hang out with the extras, you can hang out with like the cast in the back. And I felt like I was betraying them, you know, because I got like people were giving me tea. They were like, do you need a snack? I was like, I'm Angelina, I'm Meryl, I'm with my one line. I felt really, really happy about that. Was like my favorite little moment. My relationship with God is the most important thing right now, period. I don't know how to expand on that. That's just the most important thing to me. I wanted to answer this question more like maturely, but it's probably the SpongeBob movie. I really tried. I was like, no, I know there's pieces that moved me. The SpongeBob movie really moved me. Come back to me like next tomorrow. Purple, but I talk about the color pink and I wear the color pink a lot more. I feel like I'm just trying to commit to the answer of purple. Yes. I think I inflicted on myself unnecessarily, but we're working through it. Is hiccups a pet peeve?
Sure.
I hate them. Not when other people have them, when I get them. Like if hiccups were a person, I'd have to like try not to fight them. Another thing I don't like is when people snap, like physically snap at me, like, hey, like, oh my God, that like triggers anxiety in me. And the last thing is like when somebody tells you to do something, like while you're already doing it. I don't know if anybody ever told you like clean your room or like wash the dishes, but like your hand is on the dish. Somebody's like, wash the dishes, like, you want me to wash them more? So that really gets me. Save a lot more money. Just save more money, you know, it doesn't hurt. And that's even my advice for like me right now or me yesterday, is just continue to save your money and don't be scared to do your taxes. That's kind of some advice for me today too, just do them.
See, that's past tax.
I know! if you count Will Ferrell, I sat next to him on SNL, but I was an extra. But I was like really no lines, really acting next to him, and he was next to me, and we were touching, me and Will Ferrell. I mean, he's tall and hilarious. I would say Donald Glover, Jordan Peele, Wes Anderson, and Judd Apatow. I think that'd be like a lot of fun. That would be so fun. My favorite artist always, like you could probably ask me at any point, my favorite artist is going to be Stevie Wonder and Childish Gambino. But at this exact moment, Kendrick Lamar is being crazy. And so it's right in this moment, it's Kendrick, definitely. He's crazy. I did that video. Whew! And then the biggest thing I think I'm still learning this year, and also what I'm still kind of struggling with is just like managing my emotions. And I know that was kind of another question too, was just, you know, what are you struggling with? So I'm gonna answer both of them in this, if that's cool. He's like, just being able to not let like how my emotions, whatever my emotion is, affect what I need to get done, you know. And so I think being more disciplined and finding the freedom in being more disciplined is what I'm learning right now. The biggest tip that I can give is just investing in yourself more. The thing that was really a game changer for me was when I started investing in myself, and it's different for everyone, but for me, I needed to be like more forward in my auditions, like, and just making choices and not focusing like on being in my head, just like going for it. And so that took a lot of investing like time in myself and energy in myself, like to reading more plays or getting a backdrop or getting a good quality camera, a good microphone, whatever the case may be. Like, it's very competitive when you're auditioning from home, and even in person, it's hard to like sometimes bring your personality when you're so used to doing it in person and shaking their hand and like putting on the charm, like you should work with me. You don't really get that over, you know, Zoom or on camera, wherever the case may be. But just those little things, the extra money that would be for classes, a coach, somebody to read lines with you, somebody that's just gonna watch your tape and say, move the camera like this, like that's the difference between you getting the job and you not getting the job. So that investment. And also when it comes to, I used to like memorize, like drill memorizing the lines till I was like sick of them, instead of just being in love with it, which is why I started doing this in the first place. And when you get into the character and you're really figuring out like what this character's doing here and making a bold choice and having fun with it, like the lines just, they'll come inevitably. So focusing more on that rather than memorizing is also a piece of advice I'd give. I guess like a continued thing is like I always want to see more colors, more different kinds of people. Like the world has so many interesting, like beautiful, specific people. Like having those specific people represented on screen is always something that I'm gonna want to see, and more thoughtful, quality writing, like just more pieces of art with good writing. Because no matter what the cinematography looks like, if the writing is good, you have a good story. I want to see more of that. Instagram. I didn't want that to be the answer. I checked the screen time. I was like, let it be the Notes app, and it was Instagram. My emotions. If I got a blank check, I think I would try and be really strategic. And you mean like a blank check as in like I could put any amount on it and it's not stealing, like no one's gonna get me, this is allowed, appropriate. I think I would map out like things I need money for. Like first I would try to like take care of my family, but I would also think about like my own, like me, my husband, my kids, like my immediate family in that way. And I would try and like take out a certain amount of money for that, like not have to worry about the kids going to college or anything. Like I just take out a bunch of money for that. And I would take care of like my family first. And then And then, and then, and then, I don't know how, but I would try to take care of the homeless people in New York City because it's crazy. It's crazy. And you should start in your neighborhood first. Like sometimes I think people want to like, and this is not bad. They're like when they get a lot of money and they want to like donate to charities, they like think about the world, which is beautiful and you should. But I think the homeless people in New York get really, you see it every day. Even as me, as somebody that like thinks they care about them, and I think I do. Like even me, like you walk past them every day and you just, it becomes, what's the word called? You become like numb to it. So I think I would take care of my city first.
Good answer. Yeah, desensitized.
That's the word, desensitized. Thank you, Jacob. I love you and it's okay. And I like that advice because I feel like no matter what you're going through next year, like I love you, Xena, you know, we're like holding each other. You're like probably like hugging yourself too. You know, even if you're in a good place or you're like in a bad place, it's gonna be okay. You know, you'll be okay. And I don't think I have much more to say. Oh, are you doing your taxes? Did you save money like you said you were going to? I don't mean to press you right now, but we need to like talk about these things. You know, where's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And if you're doing good things, then continue that. But if you're not, like if your taxes are still not done, they will arrest you. It's been like 2 years and I'm concerned for us. But like I said, I love you and you are loved. You have so many people that love you. You love so many people. Like, you know, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Is that romantic? I think she'd like that. Yeah. Man. You got to, you know, somebody's got to. I got you. I'm Xena Badillo. That was my Blackwolves interview. I love you, and I'll see you later.